On the campus of Ravenwood High School, where tonight we have the Battle of the Woods. Brentwood versus Ravenwood. Michael Williams and my buddy Paul Breece for this WCTV Game of the Week. Coach Paul,
good evening.
One of the most difficult tickets in all of Williamson County tonight.
Absolutely. I think our esteemed County Athletic Director, Jeremy Qualls, called it the most exciting week in Williamson County high school football. You cannot beat the atmosphere here at Ravenwood tonight.
So we're set to kick off in this Battle of the Woods. Ravenwood comes into the game with a record of 4-0. Brentwood with a record of 3-1. More importantly, however, Ravenwood has a chance to even the score overall tonight. They are 8-7 versus Brentwood over the last several years as you watch the opening kickoff. And this one will be returned by the Bruins. And bring it out to the 15-yard line. As Burke brings it down, he's taken down by that Ravenwood defense. And Coach Breece, what do we have to know about these guys?
Well, here offensively for the Bruins, check out the skilled position people, Avery Williams, Chase Bishop, Jordan Nicholas, and Carter McKechnie. Now the guy that's going to lead it all is going to be quarterback Cade Granzow, the sophomore. He's got all the tools to be a special player here in Williamson County and got plenty of time to get some people on the drawing board D1.
Cade Granzow, the son of one Judd Granzow, who played ball at University of Tennessee when I was there a million years ago. His son, Cade Granzow, a 10th grader, 6'3", 193 pounds for these Bruins. And Carter McKechnie, the name we've been calling out for a few years now. I remember Carter back when he was a middle schooler several years ago, running track for for Brentwood Middle School, but hard to believe he's a senior now. So 1st and 10 as number 31, Sam Sullivan. Oh, sorry, who was that?
Jordan Nicholas.
Jordan Nicholas. Again, one of the first of a jillion times I'll make a mistake tonight on calling somebody's number.
Yeah. Well, you see Ron Crawford on the sidelines. He's been here before. He's been in big games. The godfather, I guess, of the coaching gurus here in Williamson County.
So no gain on the play. 2nd down, 10. Granzow with 3 receivers to his right. He'll take it himself up close to the 20-yard line. Maybe a pickup of 5 yards.
And that's a play that normally has not been called so far. So a little confidence in Granzow's running ability just to keep everybody in check. And I'm going to give you a little bit of information, Michael Williams. If you miscall a Ravenwood Raptor, it's going to be okay because I can't tell those numbers and those Vegas gold trim and the red on the black.
It's not the first time that's happened. Certainly not for me. So 3rd down and 5. Granzow looks to go over the middle, swarmed under, tries to get out of there, and he'll be dropped back at the 15-yard line as that Ravenwood defense.
Yeah. Miles Dawson with the pressure. And just created a pocket collapse, and Granzow goes down in a 3-and-out for the Bruins.
So Ravenwood set to take over. Andrew Mason, number 16, the junior, set to receive.
Dangerous, Andrew Mason.
From Tabor Miller.
Yeah, Tabor Miller, the newcomer punter, taking over from Matthew Phillips.
Who went to Clemson, is that right?
He went to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Preferred walk-on at Arkansas.
So nearly taken away. And Mason will call for the fair catch at the 45-yard line where the Raptors take over 1st and 10. In this Battle of the Woods, driving in tonight off Wilson Pike, the stands over here on the Ravenwood side were already filled to the brim. Ravenwood students decked out in black tonight. Brentwood on the other side decked out in all white. And we're in for an entertaining game. And this, hard to believe, this 5th game of the year already.
I mean, it is already blink of an eye.
Flies by. So 9:07 to go.
Now, if you ask me about teaching, it's going really slow.
Right.
The school year is crawling by. But as far as football is concerned, yes, Michael, you're exactly correct.
So we're almost to the midpoint of the season next. I guess that's next week, right?
Absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to have a lot of timeouts after probably some special teams or because of the television broadcast on another station, which will be unnamed. So a lot of TV timeouts.
Aha.
Unless there may be something else going on. I could be totally wrong about that, but I thought they were the game of the week on another station. But
could very well be.
But you know what? Let's talk about clock malfunctions in
lightning delays.
Williamson County. It's maybe a clock malfunction.
It could very well be.
Yeah.
The officials I think we'd definitely be back from a TV commercial by now. But Coach Jeremy Qualls, our athletics director for Williamson County.
We got to correct him. It's we got to call him Dr. Jeremy Qualls.
Is a doctor now.
He is
Dr. Jeremy Qualls. Dr. Coach Jeremy Qualls. Was running the show tonight, trying to get this Brentwood and Ravenwood crowd fired up. Of course, they didn't really need a great deal of help. They were already fired up. I think it looks like the entire student body is loaded up in the bleachers.
Yes. Yes. While we got a break out, we talked about the Ravenwood offense. Of course, it all runs around the quarterback, Brian Garcia. And last year, he was the young quarterback who led the Raptors to victory over the Bruins. But if you're going to also keep your eye on Andrew Mason and Evan Coleman.
So still a little unclear as to what the delay might be.
I don't know.
And looks like everybody's running to their spots here. So now we can play football. 9:39 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Ravenwood 1st and 10 from their own 45. Garcia fakes his throw, gives to the left side. Can't tell who it is.
We'll find out.
Tony Rice with the carry.
Tony Rice, number 10, the junior running back, 5'9", 175 pounds. Gets up close to the 50-yard line. Pickup of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
Very good, Michael Williams. I did not know. I could not see number 10 from up here.
So again, Ravenwood to the line, 2nd down and 5. Garcia, the inside give, this time with a little bit of daylight.
Anthony Holmes with the carry.
That was Anthony Holmes, the senior. He'll have the 1st down as he crosses the 45-yard line up to about the 42 of Brentwood.
So definitely the Raptors working on the definitely the exterior part of the Bruins defense outside the tackles for sure, trying to use some of that speed.
Again, the inside give this time to Rice one more time. And up close to the 1st down as he's dropped to the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a play that started up.
Or the 35-yard line, excuse me.
That play started inside and he bounced it outside. And a nice quality 7-yard gain by the Raptors.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
And I'm sure, we talk about the skilled players for both teams, but it's going to be the guys up front that are going to have to make the difference, and the Bruins are going to have to be sure tacklers out there tonight.
So Garcia sends one of his receivers to the right side, rolling to his right, looking for that receiver, and that one will fall incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
Intended for Anthony Holmes. Brings up 3rd down for the Raptors.
Well, not a bad call by the Raptors on a 3rd and short situation, trying to get some of the passing game going to kind of keep the Bruins off sync. And I'm sure now, and Garcia usually is spot on with those passes. So we'll see if he can catch a rhythm here early in the game.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Raptors. 7:45 to go here in the first quarter, just underway, no score. And Garcia's hard count will draw the Bruins off sides, and that is a free 1st down.
Yeah, that's Keyshawn Gallen, the nose guard, on the hard count, got him. And Gallen, the junior.
So the easy way to draw the first down as Ravenwood has the ball moved up to the 30-yard line of Brentwood. 1st and 10 now. New set of downs for the Raptors. Garcia again, the inside give to Rice. Rice breaks through the line and crosses the 25-yard line. Makes it up to about the 23.
Yep. Howard on the tackle. And the thing that probably the one big area that Ron Crawford is trying to shore up is that linebacking core. We missed C.J. Grissom, who has moved on. I think he's playing at Dayton University now. But he was the guy that got the people in the right places, and if they weren't in the right place, he would come over and make the tackle. He was that he was one of those football players that coaches dream about.
So Garcia likes what he has now. One receiver to his right. And again, the inside give, I think that is once again to Rice, and he'll be wrestled down as he hits the 20-yard line, close to the first down.
Yeah, I believe they're going to give it to him, Mike.
And indeed they will. There goes the chains. So now Ravenwood in business, 1st and 10 from the Bruins' 20-yard line.
And it's just interesting to see as Ravenwood breaks the huddle because Brentwood's defense has to adjust to the strong and weak side, and they got to do it quick.
That inside give to the fullback or the up back. Can't tell who that is again. I believe that was number 4. I wanted to say it was number 14, Trevor Andrews, but I
think that.
Not exactly sure what the. You'll have to forgive us, audience. We the numbers for Ravenwood, although their uniforms exquisite looking, not the easiest to tell the numbers there. Garcia again rolling to the right, back to pass, and that one sails over his intended receiver. I believe that was his tight end, Jake, bringing Stool. Will bring up 3rd down.
Well, I had a little pressure right there by Mark Morales and Keyshawn Gallen of the Bruins defense that time. To keep your eye on Tank Star, number 50. The senior lineman, 6'2", 240, played a lot of games for the Bruins.
So a stack of receivers to the left. Garcia looking that way initially. He'll roll to his right. He's got his tight end short. And that is Evan Coleman, who will make it up to the 10-yard line. Not enough for the first down.
Yeah. So here we go with our first crucial.
So a big decision now.
Yeah.
And it looks like it looks like the Raptors will go ahead and roll the bones at 4th and 1. So stay tuned. Can these Bruins hold right here? Garcia back in the gun. Inside give once again with room on the left side.
Tackle by John out. But that's still enough for another Ravenwood.
That's going to be.
So Ravenwood will pick up the first down on the.
Yeah, it's a good touchdown. Touchdown saving tackle by Nathan Dunn, the corner out there, number 7.
So 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line for Ravenwood. 4:25 ticking away here in the first quarter. A slew of receivers to the left. And again, the inside give.
Oh, they're going to halfback throw.
Little halfback throw. And there is your touchdown to Shane Craig. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. And Craig will pick up the 4-yard touchdown.
Well, I believe Shane Craig was the thrower on that play. But we'll have to look back.
Was it Garcia that caught the pass? I think it may have been Garcia who caught the pass. So on for the PAT. As the stands start to shake.
Yeah.
And point after is straight and true. So Ravenwood striking first. 7-0 your score. 4:13 to go here in the first quarter.
Look at the student section. Here we go. Okay, Garcia, that's, I believe, Craig right there. Hands it to him, and that's 7 to number 4, Garcia.
So Garcia on the receiving end, the quarterback.
So it's backwards, receiver to quarterback, touchdown, Raptors. Yeah, 7 and 4, those numbers are going to be hard to depict.
We'll see if we can get Lance to invest into a pair of high-powered binoculars for us.
Chase Bishop and Michael Burke. The receiver kick.
So Ravenwood set to kick off after the Garcia touchdown reception.
Last time the Raptors kicked did not make the end zone, but they covered the kickoff well, and this one's going to be returnable as well.
Chase Bishop,
Yeah.
yep, man, crosses the 20-yard line, a little bit of daylight, finds some more daylight, finally hauled down as he crosses the 40-yard line. A great return as that Brentwood crowd erupts over there, where the Bruins will take over first and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Kickoff right here, going to be short.
Into the sunset.
Sunset we go. Here we go. That Bishop, dangerous, very close to getting his knee down, but they let him play through, finds the seam, get a little blocking up front right here. Gets turned.
So here are the Bruins, first and 10, and Granzow with the hard count will draw Ravenwood offside, so a free 5 yards for the Bruins.
Offside on Ravenwood.
We'll move the ball up to the 47-yard line.
Still first down.
Nice to have first down and 5. Here's Granzow again. Looks to throw. God almost had his man.
Is he going to get a flag? No.
And that intended for number 29, Avery Williams. So it brings up second down and 10 as we tick under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Hey, Sam.
Second down.
Can you ask Lance if he has the other part of the Ravenwood roster, numbers 44 through, when you get a chance?
So Granzow on second down to give outside. We got a flag down. Granzow will take that himself. No, he won't. That is number 34. That's Jordan Nicholas.
Yep.
So flag is down in the vicinity of holding as Nicholas had a nice pickup up to the 40. So one step forward, one step back for Brentwood.
Ten-yard penalty. Second and 15 for Brentwood.
So now what was second down or first down and 5 turns into second down and 15. Granzow again looking to his right side, and that one sails over the head of his intended receiver.
Just a little 3-step drop right there. Granzow got the arm strength to get it out there, just a little high. And that's all about timing with your quarterback receivers, and you got a young quarterback. May take a little more repetitions in practice to kind of get that 3-step drop down.
Are you here? Make some noise.
Third down and 15 for the Bruins.
A little confusion.
Everybody going every which way now. Finally they get settled. 3 receivers to Granzow's left. Looking that way, in trouble. Tries to escape. He's got a little bit of daylight. And he'll be taken down out of bounds.
Is it going to be late?
And we've got a flag that came in late.
Flag on the field.
Well, I can tell you where the back flag was. That was holding on Avery Williams. If I'm wrong, I'll just go downstairs and eat wings down there. But Avery Williams, 29, just basically tackled the kid as Granzow was coming his way.
So Ravenwood will decline the penalty.
On the Bruins. Declined. It is.
So bring up 4th down and 15, and the Bruins will have to punt it away.
Yeah. Very interesting decision by Coach Daniels to decline it. Even though it was going to be 4th and about 9, he knew Bruins were going to be a punting situation, but an extra 10 yards, I guess they don't want to risk a big play or a busted assignment for sure.
Andrew Mason back to receive the punt.
So Mason back to receive for Ravenwood. Nice kick, and Mason will have to call for the fair catch right there at his 20. So 3:10 to go here in the first. Ravenwood on top, 7-0 in this latest Battle of the Woods.
Well, Tabor Miller, the punter right there for the Bruins, a long line of continued punters, as we talked about Matthew Phillips out in Arkansas. The young man before him, Tucker Day, the starting punter at Mississippi State. So you better be good if you're going to punt for the Bruins. And Tabor Miller has shown the last 2 punts. It's if you can keep them not on a return, that you're at least keeping yourself a chance here. Play a little defense.
So again, the inside give. I think that was to Rice again, across the 20-yard line.
Tony Rice with the carry.
Tony Rice, remember that name from Notre Dame in the late
That's
1980s?
Right. That was his favorite target.
2nd down, Ravenwood.
Raheem the Rocket Ishmael.
Saw Raheem the Rocket Ishmael.
I got to give that Aiden. I think it was either Hunter. I believe it's Hunter Harrison, 56 down there, did a nice job on Rice, holding his block, and as Rice just had nowhere to go, he ran right into him, and Harrison on the tackle there.
Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Garcia moves his receivers around, rolls to his right, got his tight end, and trying to wrestle free.
That's going to be, I think, Shane Craig, 7.
Brenningstool.
Oh, no, number 9, 7 and 9, sure.
So Brenningstool crosses the 25 up to the 27.
3rd down.
Well, he's a sophomore. He's 6'5", 200. If he's, I don't know if he's got a late or early birthday, man, but if he's 15 and 6'5", he may still have a lot of growing to go.
So 3rd down and 4, we've got a whistle here. I think we might have a equipment issue.
Yeah.
As Coleman goes off, replaced by Shane Craig. Refs kind of sticklers for mouthpieces and the like. Ravenwood has to make it to the 30-yard line for the 1st down. Here's Garcia again. Again to Rice. Tries to break through the line. Does break through the line. And ball's on the floor.
Let's see what they got.
Has the 1st down. And it looks like so Ravenwood recovers the fumble, and it's enough for the 1st down up to the 36.
Now you see right here, almost stopped. Howard should have made the tackle right there for the Bruins. Oh my, that was a fumble, I believe, Michael Williams. Ravenwood catches a break.
So 1st down and 10. Here's Garcia again. This is to Rice, I believe, and he'll race out of bounds over at the 40.
That's not a good sign. I saw
John Howe and Bryce Burkle.
Sorry, that was Anthony Holmes, number 2.
And I believe that may be either a face mask or horse collar. We'll see.
So we do have another flag on the play, and they're marching it off against
the
Brentwood.
Bruins.
And looks like we're going to keep on marching.
Face mask.
Penalty on Brentwood. Face mask.
So you called it right, Paul Breece, says the face mask penalty will take Ravenwood up past the 50-yard line, across the 50-yard line. And we're tick under a minute to go here in the first quarter. So 1st and 10 from the 47. Here are the Raptors. Garcia
option here.
The fake. And oh dear. And now that'll be a pretty dangerous. That was kind of ugly there.
Well, when you're a defensive back like Ambrose for the Bruins, when you grab something, sometimes it's not the
wrong thing.
Yeah, a horse collar. Yeah, we'll see right here. Going to work the option right here. Garcia and Rice. Ambrose, number 10, is going to grab. It could have been a face mask as well on the replay here, but either way, that's 30 free yards for the Raptors, and Ravenwood is too good to keep letting the free yards if you're a Bruins fan.
So a lot of free yards now for Ravenwood as the ball is up, spotted inside the 35-yard line, and this will likely be the last play of the first quarter. Here's Rice again, breaking through the line, a little bit more daylight, and he crosses the 30, about 3-4 yards short of the first down, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, Ravenwood on top, 7-0 in this Battle of the Woods. Michael Williams alongside Paul Breece for this, the WCTV game of the week.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know the matchup of the skill people we talked about. Coach Crawford mentioned it's the guys in the trenches, and right now Ravenwood is winning that trench award, but the big fellas up front, they're giving Brentwood's D linemen just a hard time, and those 5 guys up front are doing a tremendous job for the Raptors as we have entered a Snoop Dogg concert or Drake or somebody. It is getting loud up here.
Goodness gracious.
Hit the bass. Oh, 7-0 your score. And the sunset, still magnificent, Michael Williams. The sky.
For Purple Mountain's majesty. Man, I got those headphones on and that bass is just
Yeah, I would hate to see what happens if I took my headphones off. You're exactly right. Well, just a tremendous shot by our crew.
Take a minute to talk about these guys. Young Jack Johnson with us, Sam Colvett, who it's hard to believe he's a senior already. We've got Christian, Will, and Joe down on the field, keeping tabs for us, and our boss.
These guys right here.
And our boss is Lance West. He's in the truck.
Yeah, hit the AC.
Got his AC in his new $80 million truck. Lance is awesome, as is all of his crew.
Bringing you great football week to week here on WCTV.
I ought to take this time to do my Ron Crawford imitation.
That's pretty solid. I'm not going to.
Thank you very much. So 2nd down and 5. Start of the second quarter. They give the pass to Anthony Holmes. Great cut inside the 20-yard line. And we'll have enough for the first down if we don't have any flags on the field. And I don't believe we do. So Ravenwood again.
Yep. You can tell Ravenwood's offensive line, the D-line for Brentwood just got their hands on their hips and just it seems like they're trying to catch their breath after every play.
So Garcia, again, the quarterback for Ravenwood, spreads his troops out. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see Garcia actually take off on this one. Now he moves his running back in. Throws to his left, and that one snipped out nicely.
Cornerback James Scott.
As Scott comes in, and not exactly sure, might have had a stoppage before the play got underway. And I believe we're going to have
sideline warning. Sideline warning. Yeah.
Okay. So are we going to redo that?
No,
one?
just a warning. No harm, no foul.
Okay.
Should be second down and about 14.
Well, that's what we'll call it. Second down, 14. Here come the Raptors again, leading 7-0. Just underway in the second quarter. That give, I want to say it was Rice again. We've got a flag down after the play.
Tony Rice with the carry.
So it was indeed Rice on the carry.
Tackled by James
Maybe
Just outside the 10-yard line.
and Will
Misdirection is giving the Bruins D a hard time. Plus, they're shooting themselves in the foot with more personal foul, face mask penalties.
So that'll spot the ball inside the 10. And
It is third and short.
Well, third and short here.
well, they need to. Their scoreboard is kind of out of whack. No, there we go. Now it's third down.
I was going
On
to say
the
it
scoreboard.
should be first down because of the
Because of the-
15-yard personal foul.
So now it's first and goal. Garcia rolling to his right, looking back left. Now has a little daylight. He's got to scramble, and he'll be dropped just outside the 10-yard line. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Garcia tackled by Stone Roston.
Stone Ralston, 62. The D lineman doing a nice job.
Second down and goal.
Pocket presence, keeping Garcia in check because he's capable of breaking it.
So back in business, second down and goal. One back in the backfield. The give is to that back. That's Rice again. He's up inside the 5-yard line.
Tony Rice with the carry.
Up
Taken down by
close to the
Will
goal
Bowen.
line, brings up third down.
Third and goal.
And the Raptors once again threaten here.
Yeah, third and goal from the 4. Is this 4-down territory? You have a chance to go up 14-0 in the Battle of the Woods. Will Coach Daniels take that chance? We'll see.
So Rice
It
again.
doesn't look like it
and
matters. Wow.
Walks into the end zone. So second touchdown. Well, first touchdown was Garcia, but this one is Tony Rice again from 4 yards out. Nicely drawn up. He walks in untouched. Makes the score 13-0, and the PAT forthcoming.
Luke Akers on for the extra point.
So straight through, and Ravenwood jumps on top, 14-0 here early in the second quarter.
We'll see right here on the WCTV touchdown replay. No problem. The kick out block following the guard. And Rice says, thank you very much.
Garcia knew that as soon as he handed the ball to his running back. Put his hands in the air. So Brentwood now kind of with their backs to the wall early here in the second quarter. They need to answer this drive.
Well, that last drive, Michael Williams, was, a nice drive by Ravenwood, but definitely was handcuffed by multiple 15-yard penalties by the Bruins that just helped ease the offense for the Raptors for the score.
So number 5, Chase Bishop, back to receive. Had a nice return after the first Ravenwood touchdown. They kick it to him again, and he'll take it again.
Sure.
Catches it about his 2-yard line.
See if he gets a lane here.
And taken down nicely there, just outside the 20-yard line. And the Bruins will take over 1st and 10. So what do you do here, Paul Breece?
Well, you maybe want to just try to establish something just to get a first down, get the chains moving a little bit. They had 1 or 2, I believe, the first couple of drives, but they were a couple of holding penalties that set them back. But you know, I'd like to see Jordan Nicholas, the running back, 34, get involved just to keep the pressure off the young quarterback, Granzow. But empty backfield, just as I say that.
So Granzow with an empty backfield, 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right.
Well, here
sends 1 in motion.
Here comes Nicholas.
And Granzow will take it himself, has some daylight, and will have enough for the first down and a little bit more as he crosses the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 16 on the play.
Nice call, got the chains moving right there, and you know, now we're at the almost to the 40-yard line. It eases up a little better.
So 1st and 10 from the 30.
There's the truck. Check it out, Michael Williamson.
There they are.
Comfortable,
there they
relaxed,
are.
not
the
on
fellas.
top of each other. They're looking good.
I thought they might be down in there playing video games.
Fortnite.
So 1st and 10.
Right, you see Granzow on the run right there. Let's see what he does here.
Carter McKechnie, number 25,
Yep.
the senior, and he'll be swarmed under before he hits the 40-yard line.
Luke Schauss with the stop.
Schauss with the stop for the Raptors. I tell you what, it's just a running back by committee with McKechnie and Nicholas. One, if they're not lined up in the backfield, they're playing receiver. So
I went to junior high school with Carter's mom a bajillion years ago. Granzow again. 3 receivers to his right, goes to his left. All kinds of blockers out front.
Here comes the wall.
And this could go for big yardage, and it will. And Brentwood will score.
A 61-yard screen pass, beautifully called, and
do we have a marker down? I think
sure
we do, so hold the phone. I couldn't tell who our ball carrier was that far away.
Well, Jordan Nicholas was the recipient of the screen pass, 34. And it's going to be from the spot in the foul, so the Bruins, the coaching staff down there is saying, hey, it's okay. You see how quick we scored? We can do it again.
So a nicely designed play, but
Correction.
will be negated.
They're waving it off.
Are they waving it off?
It's going to be on the Ravenwood Raptors.
All right.
So,
So touchdown Brentwood.
here's the replay. Granzow looks to the right, goes back left. Great concentration by Nicholas on the catch, and here comes the wall. Nice block right there by the 2 big guys, and off you go to the races. Jordan Nicholas, 61 yards, touchdown Bruins.
So the PAT could half the score, and we've got a whistle before the kick. False start Brentwood.
False start on Brentwood.
Wow. On an extra point, that's unusual unless the center moved the ball or something. Here's a little tidbit of trivia. The Bruins quarterback for the last 3 years, Carson Shacklet, now at Belmont University playing baseball. The holder in this extra point, number 24 right there, his younger brother, Grant Shacklet.
Grant, an 11th grader. So lovely kick. The penalty really didn't matter. And we have a brand new score as Brentwood gets within a touchdown of Ravenwood here in this Battle of the Woods.
Now here's where the veteran coach of Rod Crawford needs to get his young defense in check here and say, listen, all we need is a 3 and out, a stop, and we're right back in this thing because this could be a shootout. Maybe not a Centennial Independent shootout, but a shootout nonetheless. Don't look for a defensive slugfest here.
We had a basketball scored a couple of weeks ago. Centennial and Independence. Next week, I believe we will see those Centennial Cougars again as they head to Franklin High School. So now the penalty assessed against Ravenwood, as Brentwood will have to kick off from the 45-yard line.
You know, you never want to say personal foul penalties are a good thing, but you got to expect them in an atmosphere, in a rivalry game such as this. But you just got to keep those young men's emotions in check and say, hey, there's a bigger prize here.
So this one will bounce through the end zone. We will see Brentwood again next week. Sorry about that.
Is that right?
We will see Brentwood at Nolensville next week.
Back down to Nolensville.
Nolensville big winners last week over Summit High School.
Huge, right? First Williamson County victory by the Nolensville Knights.
Over
Summit Spartans.
Over the Summit Spartans.
Yeah. And a freshman quarterback by Summit, I tell you what, Wade. You got to see him in person. I think the kid is going to be, just more time, and that young man's got a bright future.
So Ravenwood now. You've got to get off the deck after Brentwood punched him in the mouth with that long touchdown from the screen pass. Garcia takes it himself as he's up to the 25-yard line, pickup of 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Daniel would take 5 yards every time, and now knowing that the Bruins answered so quickly right there, would love to churn this clock out, maybe get some type of points and take it down to less than 2 minutes here in the second quarter.
So second down and 5 for Garcia and his troops. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Garcia pumps to his left and flings it out wide. He's got a wide open man. I think that's his tight end again. And crosses the 40-yard line up to about the 44. Well, Brenningstool will have a first down.
I think originally he wanted to go the wheel route, and that's just a sign of a good quarterback to check down to the third receiver right there. And if you're 6'5", you sure make it easier for Garcia to spot.
So ball just outside the 40-yard line at the 42. Under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ravenwood leading 14-7 in this latest battle of the woods. Garcia again. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Sends one of those to the left. He'll roll to his left. Looking. In trouble.
Wow.
Finds a little daylight. And will slide just beyond the 50-yard line, just shy of the first down. Well spotted at the 49. Brings up second down and about 2. Long 2.
And that is a tough assignment. I don't know if there's a spy on for Brentwood that is supposed to keep Garcia in check, but he's got his hands full if he is. If there is somebody assigned to Garcia.
So second down and 2. Under 6 minutes to go here in the half. Garcia, 3 receivers right, moves 1 to his left. And we've got a whistle before play starts, and I believe we'll have a false start for a timeout.
That was a very beneficial call by Coach Daniel because that snap was going somewhere other than in Garcia's hands.
So Ravenwood will take the timeout. Ravenwood trailing in the series 8-7 over the lifetime of this series. They're looking to even this one up.
Well, here's the funny thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like the last maybe 5 games have been blowouts.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about earlier in the pregame show on the track. I think Coach Qualls had said an average victory margin of 21 points in these games over the last few years. But Brentwood coming into this one 3-1. They have a loss to
They lost to Cane Ridge, who's
a couple of weeks ago.
top 10 6A team. Cane Ridge defeated also Centennial last week. So Cane Ridge, no slouch. And some of the Brentwood folks thought that Brentwood missed their chance, should have won that game. So had a touchdown called back by Hold.
So 2nd down and 2, and Ravenwood will pick up the first on the give to Rice as he crosses the Brentwood 40-yard line. They'll spot it at the 39. So Centennial High School, we've celebrated homecoming all week as they'll take on the Dixon County Cougars tonight. We've got another timeout. Packed house tonight here at Ravenwood High School.
Yeah, I believe they ended up trying to shuffle some of the people that didn't have seats, tell them, say, hey, we'll let you come in the end zone area.
Got some standing room only folks, and there are a lot of folks standing around tonight. But Paul Breece and myself, we have the best seat in the house.
May not be able to see the numbers, but we definitely not a bad seat for sure.
So 1st down and 10 for Garcia and his troops. Fakes the give over the middle, and that one was batted down.
I think that was Howard, number 22.
Looking for Brenningstool, the tight end, who's had a big game thus far. So brings up 2nd down and 10. Inside the 40-yard line. The Raptors now 3 receivers left. Garcia looks to go left, in trouble, and he'll have to fling that one to the ground as Brentwood was breathing down his neck.
Give Howard, number 22, again for Brentwood, putting the pressure on Garcia. And when they flush him out of the pocket in a rapid manner, Garcia having a little trouble having time to set his feet and throw. So, hey, I talked about getting that, getting the Raptors offense off the field. They need to do that right here in this crucial 3rd down play.
Take a look at that packed Brentwood bleachers section over there. Under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Ravenwood, 3rd down and 10. Here's Garcia back to pass. Over the middle and sails it. Intended for 2, that was Anthony Holmes. So had what they wanted, Paul Breece, but sailed the ball, and the Raptors will have to kick it away.
Yeah, Garcia's been high on a couple of throws, but the Bruins able to hold the Raptors. Now they got into Brentwood territory. They just couldn't convert once they got in there.
So Akers set to kick it away for the Raptors. Gets away a nice kick, and this one will die in the end zone. So Brentwood will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
4:41 here in the 2nd quarter, as the Bruins going to start at the 20.
Can Brentwood knot this score up with 4:41 to go here in the half?
They have the capability to do it, for sure. I mean, you saw the 61.
So here's Granzow again, the sophomore quarterback for Brentwood. That give inside, and crossing the 20-yard line is number 14, that's Trevor Andrews. Am I right on that?
That's Jordan Nicholas,
Jordan
34.
Nicholas I saw the 4.
Trevor Andrews would be for the Raptors. He may have been on the tackle.
Well, that's because I had the wrong roster. 2nd down and 8. Try to do better. There's Nicholas again, and he'll cross to the 35-yard line, pick up the first down.
Tremendous block by, I believe that was 54, Charlie Harden, the senior, opening the way. I think you're going to see the guard pull. 54, he's going to lead the way right here, and boom, he takes the linebacker out, gives Nicholas about 6-7 more yards on that block.
So Nicholas, the recipient of that long screen pass, that last drive for Brentwood. Under 4 minutes to go, 1st and 10. Granzow, he'll take it himself, finds a little daylight, and he's up across the 45-yard line. Another first down for Brentwood.
Kind of flipped the script here as the Raptors defense looks a little off kilter here.
First down, Brentwood.
So close to midfield. Clock continues to tick away. 3.5 minutes to go. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Granzow empties the backfield. Since one of his receivers in motion, that's Nicholas. He's got the ball, and he'll be swarmed under by that Ravenwood defense. Crosses the 50, maybe a pickup of about 1.5 yards. Up to the 49. And Brentwood again quickly to the line.
Raptor fans, I need some help. It is 2nd down.
Second and 6 right here.
So 2nd and 6 for Granzow and company. 2 receivers split far to the left. Look that way. Granzow will take off with it himself and is dropped just inside the 45. Clock continues to tick away. 2:30 to go now.
Owen Davis with the tackle.
They'll spot it at the 45. And we have a timeout.
Stoppage of play. We got
3rd down.
possible equipment malfunction, but
well, good for the Bruins because the clock stopped momentarily. Back, it ticks away again, 2:15 to go. Nicholas again, nothing doing that time. Couldn't tell who the Ravenwood player was that came in there and sniffed that out.
But Brian Rice with a stop.
I want to say that was Tony Rice again, the running back coming up from his defensive position. Flying through there, so Rice on the huge stop.
Yeah, Tony Rice, number 10. The Raptors right here may let this clock run out and have a delay of game penalty and see if they can shorten this down to where the Raptors have no time to answer.
So the clock stops at
timeout
1:25. As the Bruins will take timeout. What do you suppose they're talking about over there on the Brentwood side, Paul Breece?
Well, I think they wanted to just run the clock down to 1 second on the play clock and call timeout. Probably going to discuss to the punter, Tabor Miller. You know, it would be okay if you could just go ahead and pull out the driver and kick it in the end zone so they don't have a chance to return it. You know, I think we're in the stage. Tabor Miller as the new punter. Not sure if directionally punting is in his repertoire right now.
Forte.
But I know that he's got the capability of punting it over 50 yards. So.
Independent 14, Franklin 7.
Got to give a quick shout out to the speaker, the company that put these speakers in for the Raptors. They are working. They're working overtime.
Woofers and tweeters going to overtime. So Brentwood's going to kick it away. 4th down and 10, a minute 25. So Brentwood unable to answer here. Got about a minute and a half to go. And another nice boot. Fair catch called for, and we'll let it bounce.
Don't touch it yet.
Inside the 15-yard line where the Raptors will have a minute 13 to work with.
14-yard line. First down. Ravenwood.
And Carson Dreyer, the young man that downed the punt. Another younger brother of a former Bruin, Caden Dreyer, the big H-back from last year's team.
Oh, yeah,
Now playing baseball also.
he was a tall drink of water. I remember him.
Yep, he worked the mullet about as good as you can. Young man is, playing. I don't want to say because I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Sanford, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
I shan't.
But he's doing good.
So 1st and 10 for Ravenwood. Minute 13 to work with. Here's Rice again, and he'll be run out of bounds.
Anthony Holmes with the carry.
Not Rice, but Anthony Holmes, number 2.
Pushed out of bounds by.
I think Lance docks me a dime every time I call somebody wrong. So I think I'm in the hole already. I think I owe him $4.50. So a pickup of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 up to the 19-yard line.
I think you get a free pass because of the Raptors uniforms tonight.
Garcia again working with 2nd and 5. That fakes the inside handoff nicely. And Garcia in trouble. Will fling it. And just over the outstretched arms. I want to say that was Tony Rice. I can't see his number from this far away. Sorry about that.
Intended for Tony Rice.
It was Tony Rice.
No, it was definitely Tony Rice. On the coverage was 6, Davis Witt.
So we apologize if your parents or friends of the players or whomever watching our game. We have black uniforms with red numbers. They look wonderful. They look great. Don't get us wrong. But the numbers for Ravenwood a little difficult to see.
Yeah.
Especially for a couple older fellas like
absolutely.
Coach Breece and myself.
And the shadows as well is not helping a whole lot.
The shadow being nighttime. Flag down on the play.
That's Tony Rice.
Rice gets it up over the 25-yard line. Flag in the vicinity of holding.
Flag on the play.
We'll see what we have here. 53 seconds to go. We do have holding on Ravenwood.
Penalties on Ravenwood.
We're marching back, I believe, to maybe the 12-yard line. Well, no. Yeah, 12. Now the question is, if Ravenwood does not convert this 3rd and long, do the Raptors call do the Bruins call timeout? I assume this has got to be some quarterback keeper or Tony Rice or a run of some.
Inside give. That was nicely executed, but.
And he runs out of bounds to make it worse.
So number 13, that's Julian Sidney.
Tony Rice with the carry.
Tony Rice.
Nope, Rice again, sorry.
But the problem was he ran out of bounds, and they're going to be short. And this is 4th down. So Bruins get the luxury of not having to use an extra timeout here.
And 46 seconds to work with, so at least 3 plays. And
Walker Merrill back to receive the punt.
Walker Merrill now.
Bruins slow to get on.
Sophomore wide receiver, and nicely done.
He's got to pick it up. He can't let it roll. He's only a sophomore, and he. Well, now it's pretty obvious the Bruins going to go ahead and knee it. I'm not sure if they're going to pull out anything here to risk a fumble that deep down in the Raptors territory, being in their own 17-yard line down there.
So 35 seconds to go. Maybe a bit of a mental letdown on the Brentwood side. Ball inside the Bruin 20-yard line. And will Coach Crawford eat it right here? Looks like his.
Well, if they run it, they just need to secure it.
So Granzow, he sets his formation. And inside give to Nicholas. Past the 20. But clock continues to tick away at 25 seconds now.
Yeah, they can just go ahead and
Stopped by Avery Miller.
chalk it up and head to the house, or maybe get one more play in.
And
They're
they
not
don't look like they're in too much of a hurry.
Absolutely not.
And I think that's probably going to do it. And kids start to walk off the field. So with 3, 2, and 1, that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Ravenwood up 14-7 in this latest edition of the Battle of the Woods. Stay with us. We're back for second half action in this WCTV Game of the Week.
Hi everybody, this is Penny from Williamson County Animal Center, and this week we're in Purr Palace with our 3 featured kittens, Rebecca, Christina, and Lori. They came to us about 3.5 months ago, and their eyes were crusted shut. They were not the greatest of shape. Our vet staff was able to get them all healed up. Unfortunately, the virus was so bad that they now have impaired vision. But it doesn't slow them down a bit. They know where the litter box is, and they can climb high surfaces just fine. They just would,
Love to play.
they just need to have time, love, and TLC, and lots of toys. So we're actually running a adoption special right now. The first kitten is $10. The second kitten, we are waiving the adoption fee because we believe kittens need a buddy. And these guys are so super sweet. They love to purr and love to play. So come on down to visit us. Let's have a conversation. Hi everyone, this is Penny from Williamson County Animal Center, and this week's featured dog is Rosie. Rosie is a Jack Russell Terrier who came to us as a stray, and she is estimated age to be 10 years old. We have found that she gets along great with other dogs. She has a low energy level, and in general she does really great with kids. We just aren't sure how she is with cats, and we're still learning about her potty habits, but so far so good. So if you are interested in meeting Rosie, we recommend you come on down and check her out. If you do happen to have another dog at home, bring your dog too. We can see if there is any chemistry there. All right, have a great day.
Back at Ravenwood High School for the second half action against Brentwood and Ravenwood as Brentwood kicks off into the end zone. Ravenwood to take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Our first half score, Ravenwood on top 14-7 thanks to a Brian Garcia touchdown reception and a Tony Rice 4-yard run. Brentwood answered in the second quarter with a Jordan Nicholas screen pass that went for 64 yards and a touchdown. And Paul Breece, your keys for this second half action.
The keys are going to be probably the secondary for Brentwood to make sure tackles in the open space for people like Tony Rice and the receiving crew of the Raptors.
So give inside and nothing doing.
Yeah, definitely the defensive line has kind of stepped up in the second quarter, and now opening this third quarter, they've kind of closed the running lanes.
So a loss of a yard on the play brings up 2nd down and 11. Make it a long 10, actually. Big halftime show from the Ravenwood band. Had middle schoolers from Woodland and Sunset joining the band. Garcia rolling out, thought he found his receiver in Rice and overthrew him. Garcia has sailed a couple of passes. You got to get the sense if he settles down a little bit and finds a little bit more accuracy. He's got some open receivers, but has been a little off target thus far tonight. So 3rd down and 10, just inside the 20-yard line. Packed house tonight here at Ravenwood High School. This is a pretty tough ticket as a standing room only crowd and no parking spots to be found whatsoever.
3rd and 10, it's definitely been a uncharacteristic situation for the Raptors. Garcia's just going to fling it, got to get across the line of scrimmage, and he does.
So Garcia
and the Bruins hold.
Chased out of bounds, so 3 and out for Brentwood. With a great opportunity here, they're going to have nice field position.
And that is a huge win for the Bruins defense to get the 3 and out now.
As the 10th grader Walker Merrill is set to receive for Brentwood, standing at about his 45-yard line.
Catch it clean.
And he'll call the fair catch just on the other side of the 50. They'll spot the ball at the 48-yard line. Brentwood will have it, 1st and 10. And a nice position to start in, Paul Breece, as we get the second half underway.
Well, let's give young quarterback Cade Granzow an opportunity to kind of settle in right here in the second half. Kind of got warmed up a little bit in the second quarter, but you know, if you can provide a 2nd and short situation, I'd like to see him take some shots to.
So Nicholas with the inside handoff, cuts inside, crosses the 50-yard line, maybe a pickup of 3 yards.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see him take some shots to Chase Bishop. Haven't really been involved in the offense so far.
It is 2nd down.
Not a whole lot to speak of offensively for the Bruins, save the Jordan Nicholas screen pass and touchdown. There's a reverse to McKechnie. McKechnie to that right side, and he'll be swarmed under right there at the 50-yard line. So Ravenwood not biting on the reverse.
Great open field tackle by Jordan Smith. And that puts the Bruins in a 3rd and 8 situation.
Brings up a 3rd down.
So the 2 runs, traditional and non-traditional, did not pan out too well for the Bruins.
So 3rd down and 8 for Brentwood from the 50-yard line. Here's Granzow. Sends everybody, and almost breaking through there was a Ravenwood defender.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And that's what Cade Granzow is going to give you, pocket presence and a strong arm. Even under pressure, he hits.
That's Michael Burke.
Hits Burke right on the numbers.
So a nice throw and catch. Michael Burke, the recipient, moves the ball down to the Ravenwood 39-yard line. 1st and 10, big 1st down for Brentwood. Granzow again, 1 back in the backfield. That give is to Burke again. He the recipient of the pass just a second ago, so picks up maybe 2 yards to about the 38-yard line.
And I think, you know, they can't continue the Bruins offense, go 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8, and then make Granzow bail him out. The screen pass, like they went for 61, is a great way to loosen up the defense a little bit. Now you got empty backfield, so hopefully it's either quarterback keep or he's going to let it fly.
So Granzow, he'll take off with
Yeah.
it, and Ravenwood snips it out.
No
And
late hit.
somebody came in late. I think that's what Paul Breece was talking about. As
sorry.
Granzow was going to the ground, somebody came in and clocked him from behind.
Welcome to the Battle of the Woods. So now, again, a 3rd and long situation puts the young quarterback now in a predicament to make a play. And you got to trust the 5 guys up front to give him enough time.
So 3rd down and 10. Ravenwood's crowd comes to life, extolling their
There we
defense.
go.
So Granzow going deep and
Oh, my.
out of the outstretched arms of his intended receiver.
Good defense by the secondary. I like the play call.
Brings up 4th down for the Bruins.
Stretch the defense a little bit. I'd like it to be on 1st or 2nd down, but that's why I'm over here to the left of the coaching staff of the Bruins. But
Miller back to punt.
now Miller has got a shot. They did not convert on that defensive stop. The Bruins going to punt, and to an empty back. No receiver back there, Michael Williams.
So Ravenwood coming after it, and good kick, and this one could die, and it does inside the 10-yard line.
Great job by Tabor Miller. And it almost looked like Brett Kern out there throwing the old knuckle kick, trying to get some spin. So, nice
so the
job.
Raptors will take over 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. 7:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Michael Williams alongside Paul Breece for this latest Battle of the Woods on the WCTV Game of the Week. (14-7) your score. Ravenwood on top. And here's Garcia again. A little confusion maybe. And on that right side, the give to, I believe that was Rice again.
Yeah.
And he'll make up to the 15-yard line and have enough for the 1st down. So a nice run on 1st down to get out from under the shadows of the goalpost and buy a little bit more breathing room.
Absolutely. You see Raptor Nation on your screen, and as Michael Williams has pointed out, no seat available.
SRO. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Raptors. That give inside. And again, I believe it is Rice, and he's swarmed under before he reaches the 20-yard line.
Tony Rice with the carry.
He'll spot it about the 19. So pick up maybe of 3.
2nd down, Ravenwood.
Talked about this in the first half. These teams have been meeting for the last 15 years or so. Brentwood holds the edge 8-7, and if the Raptors could take it tonight, they'll even the series record. 2nd down and 6 now for Garcia. 3 receivers to his left. He rolls left, looking. Finds a little green in front of him, and still on his feet. He's up close to the 1st down. I believe he'll have it as he crosses the 25, and they'll mark it about the 28-yard line.
Tackled by Harrison Combs.
So a nice pickup there on 3rd down.
Absolutely. Garcia, you see it right here. Going to roll left. That's going to be a tough throw for any quarterback. Sees a little bit of room. Waffling right there on the missed shoestring tackle. And Michael Burke wraps him up after the 1st down gain. And, you know, this drive, you look up, you got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
So Garcia again looks to throw over the middle, intercepted.
Ryan Howard. He's got a shot. He's got to carry the young man. Touchdown.
So a pick 6 for Brentwood as the short pass did not work out.
Zaire Howard, the junior, 5'11", 183 exactly.
So Zaire Howard, X-I-E-R-E, Zaire Howard. Paul Breece called it right as he snatched that one out of midair, and Brentwood back in business now with the pick 6. And they are set to tie this one up.
Yeah, crucial extra point. We've seen multiple times where extra points wow, he kicked that one almost to the street.
So Tabor kicks that one to the parking lot, and
he wanted to make sure for sure. We've had an opportunity to see the replay here. That's Garcia on the just a quick, gonna hit the tight end, and Howard reads it like a glove, and he is gone. And big fella says, all right, Garcia, I'm gonna take you for about a 5-yard ride here. Put it in the books, and lo and behold, we're tied. And that could bring a sign of life back into the Bruin faithful.
So the student section on the other side, they have erupted following the Zaire Howard pick 6. And the Ravenwood Raptors now kind of shell-shocked at 5:25 to go here in the third.
Absolutely. Hey, Garcia's got a little heat on that throw as well, and Howard did a nice job of kind of bringing it in, because not a lot of kids his age would be able to catch that ball at that short a distance.
So Miller set to kick it away for the Bruins. And got to think these Bruins are pretty fired up now as Miller sails that one through the end zone. And Brentwood now with a little swagger, a little pep in their step as they head back onto the field on defense.
The Raptors wish to thank our sponsor, MTSU, home to over 300 graduate and undergraduate degree programs, and the alma mater of our very own Dr. Mason.
So our score knotted up at 14 now. Ravenwood rather back in business at their own 20-yard line. The inside give that time to Rice, looking for a little daylight. He'll cross the 20, maybe a pickup of 3 yards. And Paul Breece, what are the Bruins feeling right now after that pick 6?
Yeah, I tell you what, you get a little adrenaline going. The front 7 has got to be the key right here, because they're going to ride Tony Rice. The Raptors are, and try to gain that first down. Kind of get a little momentum, because, you know, the last series Raptors went 2 straight first downs, and then Garcia with the pick 6. I would almost guarantee they're going to do another run here.
Under 5 minutes to go. Garcia be tripped up before he gets to the 25-yard line, so maybe a pickup of 1 yard. Yeah, actually, mark that short. They'll mark it at the 24. I think we have a flag down.
Well, that was going to be Keyshawn Gallen, the D lineman, with the shoestring tackle on Garcia.
So Ravenwood charged with the false start. They're not doing themselves any favors now, as Brentwood's visiting crowd comes to life. See those guys on the other side.
I mean, those guys put a lot of time to get over here, almost about 7 minutes in their cars.
So now we whistle things back up. Clock ticks away. We're at 4.5 minutes to go here in the third.
But it was about a 20-minute walk. So there you go.
The Raptors now, 3rd down and 5. Can Brentwood get off the field here?
Empty backfield. What is Garcia going to do here? Here comes the blitz.
Inside, Garcia in trouble, spinning away from 1 and not from the 2nd. And he's dropped at the 25, so no gain there. And the Raptors will have to kick it away.
Sterling Ambrose, the linebacker, coming up and making the sure tackle, and that's going to be the key for the Bruins defense. Now, you got the young fellow, Walker Merrill, the sophomore, receiving the kick.
Merrill back to receive.
Needs to catch it.
Steps up, and he calls for the fair catch. Didn't know if he, looked like he didn't know if he wanted to do that or not, but he waves his hand at the very last second, and the ball is spotted at the Brentwood 45. So 1st and 10, 3:40 to go here in the third. Tie score 14-14.
The Bruins' last offensive possession, they had great field position as well. Went 3 and out. Again, I'd like to see, I'm sure Coach Finch, the offensive coordinator, probably going to see a run right here just to see if they can get anything. If not, I'd like to see him go up top again, get Chase Bishop a shot one more time. Number 5 at the top of your screen.
So 2 receivers left, 2 right. That inside give to Nicholas. Crosses the 45-yard line up to about the 47. Maybe a pickup of 2, and we've got a man down.
You know what it is.
Somebody's calf cramping up again.
Yep.
This is about
it's about that time. Let me tell you a quick story, Michael Williams, while we're waiting to see Jordan Nicholas get the I was at the Grassland Middle football game yesterday, and a young man on our team was cramping up as well. The trainer yells at me as part of my athletic duty. They're help administer the game. He yells at me, says, "Go get me some mustard."
Go get me some mustard.
And
like that mustard.
I went into the concession stand, and the only thing I found, honey mustard. And I went back and ran to him, and I said, "Is this going to work?" He said, "Absolutely." So there's something in mustard that helps alleviate cramps. Don't ask me why. I thought it was salt, but it's mustard.
So the mustard story. Granzow, a little over the outstretched arms of his intended receiver. So did he have to ingest the mustard, or did you?
He did.
You rub the mustard on the cramp, like Ben Gay.
No, he ingested the mustard. Took it like a champ. The old Chick-fil-A honey mustard packet. So interesting.
And did you ask for a hot dog when you went up to the concession stand?
No hot dogs available. It was a large crowd at Grassland Middle yesterday.
So 3rd down and 7. 3:15 to go here in the third. Granzow has 2 receivers left and right. They're stacked. Got 1 man in his backfield. Pumps left, goes
Williams.
left. And Williams with a catch. Avery Williams, number 29. The senior, 6'1", $165, comes down with a massive catch.
A great play call. On 3rd down, they faked the hitch pattern to McKechnie and hit the wheel route to Avery Williams, who we finally have an Avery Williams sighting.
So the ball spotted at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Inside that time to Burke.
Michael Burke on the run.
And Burke close to the 5-yard line. Runs into a pile of people there at about the 7. Maybe a pickup of 3 yards on the play.
There's the quick hitch, fake. Granzow, we know he's got the arm strength to get it out there. It's up to Avery Williams to jump and get it. Nice haul in. I tell you what, right here at the end of the play, look at the gentleman in the white taking it like a champ. Just rolls over and says, you know what? I used to play a little football, I bet.
Burke again runs into the scrum there at the 5. So Brentwood, 3rd down now as they get inside the 5-yard line. 2:21 to go in the third. The Bruins knocking on the door. Ravenwood won this game last year.
It is 3rd down.
Well, again, no Jordan Nicholas, the starting running back, out with injury. So
Granzow now, empty backfield, looking, in trouble.
Plenty of
Rolls
time.
to his right.
That's a tough pass.
There it is. The pass is complete to number 43. I believe that's Carson Dreyer, the 11th grade tight end.
And Dreyer, hold that phone.
Do we have a flag down?
We got a late penalty flag that came in.
So that is, you see that laundry over there in the vicinity of holding, and the Brentwood, a couple of Brentwood players calling their troops back. Don't know that this one is going to stand. Oh, unsportsmanlike.
It's on Ravenwood, so probably going to be assessed on the kickoff.
Sideline warning on the Raptors.
Oh, sideline warning.
So another sideline warning.
Well,
so as it stands now, Brentwood holds a 20-14 lead following the Dreyer touchdown reception. Tabor Miller, the 11th grade place kicker, coming on. He has nailed a couple of PATs tonight.
Tabor Miller on for the extra point.
now if you pay close attention, the young man that just caught the touchdown, Dreyer, is also the long snapper. Wow.
So Miller again, straight and true, out to the 8th lane of the track. So leaves no doubt. So the Bruins now, after being in the hole 14-0 to start this game, have stormed back to take a 21-14 lead with 1:49 here to go in the third quarter.
Yep.
And now the Raptors, undefeated on the year at 4-0.
Well, I was hoping to get a replay. Maybe we missed the replay, but tremendous job by Granzow, just creating enough time to find Dreyer in the back of the end zone. And when that's the case, when your quarterback starts scrambling, you just try to find the empty spot. And Dreyer, just like his older brother, scoring touchdowns against the Raptors.
So the Raptors, again, with the sideline warning, and Brentwood will have the kickoff from the 45-yard line, as Tabor will most assuredly put this one through the end zone, which he will easily do.
Sure.
Right on the drain. That is an eagle. Nicely done.
That is unreal. They needed somebody to go get that ball.
Is it an eagle or an ace?
A hole-in-one would be an ace.
A hole-in-one is
Yeah.
an ace. Thank you, golf coach.
Absolutely. I've seen two in my 13 years as a middle school golf coach. 2 hole-in-ones.
So first down and 10 for the Raptors. Down by a touchdown.
Oh, my.
And Brentwood defensively coming to life now as Rice is dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Stone Ralston, the big fella, the also the heavyweight for the Brentwood Bruins wrestling team.
Stone Ralston, 6'2", 239, an 11th grader. Stone Ralston.
Sounds like a good name. His dad played college football at Western Kentucky.
Sounds like a great soap opera name. Stars on Days of Our Lives. Stone Ralston. Second down and 12 from the 18. Rice again, finding a little daylight and wrestled down just as he crosses the 25-yard line. Maybe a pickup of 5. Call it 6, actually. Bring up third down and 4 for the Raptors. Under a minute to go now. We tick under to 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Big play for Ravenwood.
That sweep to the right side, and here's Rice again. Has enough for the first down.
Wow,
Still fighting.
Yeah.
Still churning. Pyle still driving forward. No whistle just yet. And Rice showing some heart as he gets up to the 40-yard line, and a big first down to keep the drive alive. 18 seconds remaining here in the third. They spotted at the 39, and don't know if we're going to have enough time to get off another play. The Raptors to the line quickly. 5 seconds to go now, and they do just get it off. That inside give, and that'll bring it up to the end of the third quarter. So Paul Breece, We go to 4, and Brentwood on top 21-14 as everybody starts signaling. It's down to clutch time.
Absolutely. We've got quite a ball game going as Ravenwood currently with possession, second in about 6. And you know, you got to give credit to Ravenwood. Tony Rice, the junior running back, has carried quite the load as Coach Daniels has kind of had to switch gears offensively as Garcia just has not, been on the money so far tonight. And so the run game is in effect for the Raptors. And the Bruins have, they've done a nice job adjusting the first quarter. You thought the Raptors were going to just run all over them, but Brentwood has has bounced back, made some adjustments. But at the end of 3, Bruins 21, Raptors 14, Battle of the Woods 2018 version.
Starting the fourth quarter now, 2nd down and 6 for Ravenwood, just on the other side of their own 40-yard line. Here's Garcia. That inside give, nothing doing as that Brentwood defense coming to life yet again, holding that to a short gain for the Raptors.
Stopped by Zaire Howard. Brings up 3rd down.
Familiar name of Zaire Howard, he of the pick 6 there in the 3rd quarter to tie the contest at 14. Raptors now having kind of stunned Brentwood to open this game 14-0, and now
here comes the house.
Brentwood now. Here's
Garcia.
Garcia.
Let it loose. Yeah.
Fires that one and a little over the head of his intended target.
You got to give credit for the Raptors offense receiver right there getting behind. As Mason had Burkholtz beat. And Garcia, I believe, Michael Williams, limping off the field. And that would be a huge blow.
And Garcia, he's clutching that right ankle there. He tried to get off the field and collapsed right there before he got out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Coach Daniels was trying to tell him, hey, just lay down. We'll get you help. There's no need to try to work your way over here.
So he's back up again.
He's having trouble putting pressure on that ankle.
So Garcia will take a seat over there, number 4, on the bench as the trainers start to tend to that ankle. And the Raptors will have to kick this one away. 11-12 to go in the ball game. And fair catch called for at about the 20-yard line by Walker Miller. And now the Bruins in the proverbial cat box seat. Cat box seat? That's not right. Cat bird seat.
I don't know what either one means. Sounded good. Well, you still have Jordan Nicholas, one of the top threats for the Bruins, out. And now empty backfield. Here comes Burke in motion. And
so Granzow will take it. He's up across the 25-yard line.
You got to wonder, Michael Williams, if I'm the Brentwood staff, I see Garcia out. Do we really want Granzow running the ball? I mean, it becomes a battle of the backups then. And
well, do you think about burning some clock here, or do you?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But you got a running back for that reason.
Well, the scoreboard's listed at 1st and 5, but I'm thinking it's more like 2nd and 6.
Yeah. There we go. That's a running
gives
back.
to Burke.
Uh-oh.
He makes it to the left side, and the Raptors sniffed that one out. Dropped inside the 25-yard line.
Coleman on the tackle. Did a nice job of stringing that out. Again, really concerned about putting Granzow in a 3rd and long situation passing-wise.
Third down and 7 for the Bruins. Big third down now, 9:53 ticking away in this 4th quarter. Here's Granzow, a lot of folks to his left. He sends one to his right, looks to his right, pump fakes, goes deep, and we're going to have a whistle.
Wow.
As Bishop made the catch, and wish he didn't hear the whistle.
Yeah.
Would have taken off, but
Absolutely.
I think we're going to have a false start against the Bruins. So
even though the Raptors defender gave up, the Chase Bishop on that adjustment right there was it's just it's very hard to teach stuff like that when the ball's up in the air.
We will repeat. 3rd down. I can't hear you. I still can't.
So a repeat of third down, only this time it's 3rd and 12. This is huge for Brentwood. Granzow looking over the middle, got his man, and plenty more.
McKechnie, he's got speed.
As Carter McKechnie crosses the 40-yard line of Ravenwood. The first nice play for Carter tonight as he gets up to about the 36-yard line.
See the replay right here. Granzow plenty of time. He's going to hit the seam right here for McKechnie right on the stripes. And McKechnie he's got a little speed to burn, and he's going to get an extra 12, 15 yards right there.
So Granzow, the 10th grade quarterback, coming to life now.
And there's been a Jordan Nicholas sighting back in the game, but going nowhere.
Run by Jordan Nicholas.
So Nicholas, no gain on the play.
Stopped by Junior Colson and
So
Brian Wright.
Paul Breece, how important is that play by McKechnie?
Well, it's huge.
Yeah.
It extends the clock, extends Brentwood's drive, and they can, and they can take this 8:32 that they're sitting on, and they can cut it in half if they, they can't go negative yards like they just did on 2nd and 11 right here.
So Granzow, 3 receivers right, left, going right, got his man, and caught.
No flags.
Chase Bishop on the 37-yard touchdown reception gives Brentwood the 2-touchdown advantage over Ravenwood. 8:13 to go in the ball game, and the Bruins, Paul Breece, as they say, are sitting pretty.
Well, it's a Chase Bishop sighting. I tell you what, you got to give Granzow credit. Tell him where to throw it. I'll get it there, Coach. And Granzow growing up right before our eyes, Michael Williams.
Miller,
Wow.
he'll
Kid has got a leg.
He'll jack that one all the way to the baseball field. So now a 2-touchdown advantage for these Bruins. 8:13 to go in the ball game.
And not only that, you may have to do it if you're a Raptor fan with a backup quarterback.
That's right. Brian Garcia came limping off the field after that last series. I can't tell if he's in that huddle or not.
Well, that'll probably be the kickoff unit or the kickoff return unit. Now
That's true. Sorry.
Now we got to try to find number 4. Unfortunately, every number looks the same from up here. I'm looking for still a Brian Garcia sighting. Nowhere to be found. So
the Raptor crowd trying to bring some life into their troops. 8:13 to go here in the ball game. As the Bruins set to kick it away.
well, there's Garcia now. I found him on the bench. Looks like he's using the roller to try to alleviate some pain. Here we go. We got a return.
So the Raptors able to bring it out of there, and we have a flag down. And here comes Garcia
Kick returned by Andrew Mason. Flags on the field.
as he weaves his way through the players on the sideline, and it looks like he's back in action. Don't know how good he feels right now. He looks a little on the gimpy side as he heads out to the playing field. These Raptors have a lot of work to do. 8:06 to go in the ball game. The Bruins have landed a couple of haymakers here in the second half. They've got a 2-touchdown advantage and doing themselves no favors as they'll pick up the penalty on the kick return.
Personal foul against the Bruins.
Oh, wow.
Well, personal foul against the Bruins. I thought they were walking it off against the Raptors.
First down, Ravenwood.
So the Raptors have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 8:06 to go. Here are the Raptors, 1st and 10. 3 receivers left, 1 right for Garcia. We mentioned he came off the field kind of limping after that last series. He sets back to throw this time, in trouble, and will loft that one out of bounds.
Yeah.
Paul, did you see how mobile he looked out there that time?
Well, he threw off his back foot for sure. Normally, he would have sprinted out a little bit to try to get his, get a better look, get a little more time extended on the play, and he just couldn't do it. That time just had to throw it out of bounds, which is a safe play. You'll take and live another day on the downs for sure.
So Garcia is part of his mind on that sore ankle right now. He's got 3 receivers left this time. Backs up to throw, rolling to his
he's got
left.
a guy. He's got a guy open. He's just got to sling it down there. There he is.
That's number 2. That's Holmes. And Holmes will take off and score. Anthony Holmes.
Wow. Brian Garcia with the intestinal fortitude to get it down there. Unbelievable. Had plenty of time and just slung it down there, and Holmes.
We'll call it a 77-yard touchdown strike as Anthony Holmes, the senior wide receiver. Paul Breece called it, was wide open. I think Garcia must have heard Coach Breece up here.
Throw it, man.
Throw it to him. And now the Raptors back in business. And now the Raptors, they land a punch to cut the score 28-21 with 7:44 and bring some life back into this Raptor crowd.
Absolutely. Garcia extended the play right there and just letting it loose. And Holmes just gave old John House the shake and bake and said, see ya. And he extended the track runner finish right there.
That's right. Put that finishing stretch on. We've got a good one, Paul Breece.
Well, listen, when I pulled in the parking lot, I had a feeling it was going to be good. Now, like you said before, the last, 4 or 5 years, it's been kind of a blowout each way. But you had to feel something special was going to happen tonight.
So the Raptors now, they're set to kick it away. 7:44 to go in the ball game, and this one
got
not
to carry,
returnable.
yeah.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
Does this Raptor defense have an answer?
Brentwood.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, the last few series for Brentwood offensively, they've been stuck basically in the mud, 1st and 2nd down. 3rd down, they've been bailed out on some great plays by Granzow and the receivers. I'd like to see Brentwood try to gain more than 1 or 2 here on the 1st and 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 would be a total win for the Bruins right here.
Granzow sends one of his men in motion. He'll take it himself.
Wow, big hit.
And he's up close to the 25-yard line. Call it the 24, maybe a pickup of 4. And we've got a timeout on the field. I think we've got a
Raptor.
Raptor is down on the play.
Timeout on the field. Official timeout.
Can't tell who quite the injured player is.
Yeah. So next week, Michael Williams, WCTV Game of the Week is?
Brentwood at Nolensville.
Nolensville, okay. Well, that's going to
The
be
Bruins against the Knights. The Knights picked up a big win against Summit last weekend.
Absolutely.
And I think the next weekend we'll see Centennial at Franklin High School.
Oh my. Talking about a rivalry.
That'll be the 28th. Yep, Centennial at Franklin High School. And that'll close out September, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And we'll start October with Harpeth at Fairview.
That is going to be, as Dr. Jeremy Qualls would say, Popcorn City. That is going to be, get your popcorn out because it's going to be a blowout.
Fairview. Fairview.
Speaking of Fairview, Chris Hughes always has done a tremendous job. I mean, but this year I think he's got, he's playing his starting quarterback from last year. I believe is probably one of the best receivers in the mid-state. As he got a transfer quarterback, so.
And me, hopefully I will be living in my new digs at the end of Main Street in Franklin.
Down at Disney World?
Down at
Main Street? No.
That's right.
Well, here we go.
So can't tell
no,
if that is that looks a little bit more serious than the usual calf cramp.
Yeah.
I think that we're not putting any weight on that.
Can't tell if it's 70, 78. Hate to call out the wrong name.
Second down and 7 for Brentwood from their own 23. Here's Granzow. Back to his left. We saw a touchdown out of this play a little while ago. That looked like a big face mask from way over here.
Yeah, Michael Burke on the reception that time.
So Burke dragged down by the face mask. I don't think there was any questioning about that. We could see that all the way from the other side of the field.
Yeah.
And tack on another 15 yards to what was an already big play. So that'll march the ball up just beyond midfield to the 49-yard line of Ravenwood. First down as the clock ticks away to 7:16 to go in the ball game.
Here we go.
Granzow, man in motion, takes it himself. A little daylight, he's up close to the 40, about a yard and a half short of the first down.
Now that was a nice first down call. Now 2nd and 1.
It is 2nd and 1.
Yeah, now's the time maybe to go up top. See if you get Bishop or Williams here. I call it basically a free play right here.
Inside 7 minutes to go on the ball game. Granzow, the inside give. I believe that is to Nicholas again.
Michael.
Or Burke, rather. Inside the 40, they'll mark it at the 37-yard line. Picks up the first down, and the clock starts to tick away again. Ravenwood closed the 2-touchdown gap their last series with a 77-yard Garcia to Anthony Holmes strike. 28-21 your score now. 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Bruins, 1st and 10. Here's Granzow rolling left up to the 35-yard line. Clock continues to run. Under 6 minutes to go now. 2nd down.
With the stop. It is 2nd down.
I would say that target line that they put in the NFL where your field goal kicker probably needs to get to about the 25.
Granzow the give once again to Burke. And he's
By Michael Burke.
close to the 30-yard line.
I'm going to guess the Tabor Miller
Miller with the tackle.
target line is about the 25, and they're about the 32. Is that 32 here on 3rd down? So
They'll mark it at the 32.
very key play for sure. This would make it a 49-yard field goal attempt if they somehow do not convert.
So a huge 3rd down for both squads. 4:40 to go in the ball game. That give to Burke on the left side, and he's short of the 1st down. And we've got a flag that comes in late.
That is, if you're a Bruin fan, that is not
and
good.
It looked like a Ravenwood man lost his hat, and they converge, the referees do, right there at the 30.
Very quickly. And that's one of those things that sometimes gets overnoticed and helmets are down. And you wonder why you don't call anything. Yeah, the helmet didn't come off by itself. Let me just tell you that right now. So Ravenwood's going to be the beneficiary of some extracurricular. Now, you've got to hope that they.
So personal foul against the Raptors.
Oh, wow.
And the Ravenwood coaches are going nuts. The Ravenwood coaches are ballistic at the moment. All of them out in the referee's face. And they march the ball down to the 15-yard line of the Raptors.
Again, that's one of the things I would say, Michael Williams. How did his helmet come off? He didn't take it off. If you're a Ravenwood fan, that has got to be your cry right now. You're just unbelievable. But Bruins definitely in good shape now.
So 1st down and 10 after the personal foul call. The give to Burke. Tries to sneak through that left side, and he's close to the 10-yard line. 4:20 to go in the ball game. So a bizarre set of circumstances here, as we thought that Brentwood was going to be called for a personal foul. Turned out it was Ravenwood that was called for it. The Ravenwood coaches beside themselves. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Granzow again. Tries to sneak through. He's up to the 10-yard line.
Quarterback keeper.
Well, very interesting turn of events right here, Michael Williams. Coach Daniels, not in the defensive, more of an offensive coach. He walks over here to the sideline, behind over here to the bench, picks up the iPad, and I believe he's looking at that play that they just called the penalty on. As you see him right there looking at the iPad. It's amazing what technology has done to this game.
3rd down and 4.
Oh, yeah.
That give inside.
That's Nicholas right there. Welcome back.
Jordan Nicholas. I believe he went off earlier. He's down to the 5-yard line. And that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Bruins. And 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bruins in great shape right now, in no hurry. As they have it 1st and goal, and they could nail it shut right here with a score, and they won't with a false start.
You're exactly right, false start. And that's just a young team right there.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
So how many times does that happen in high school football? You've got this great momentum going, and then you have a penalty. But the Bruins okay with it right now as the clock continues to tick. Under 2:20 to go now. Still 1st down and goal, this time from the 10-yard line. Here's Granzow inside. One more time to Nicholas, and he's up to the 10. Clock ticks away, and we'll have a timeout. Well, the refs blow it up, so timeout, I believe, for Ravenwood.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's their, is that their first?
Yep,
So
2 more to go.
That'll be their first of the second half.
Well, we definitely know that Tabor Miller, the kicker for Brentwood, is definitely in his range. They have come close, the Raptors have, to blocking a few extra points tonight, though. And it would be very ironic because last year the Bruins lost to the Raptors on a blocked field goal attempt that was returned for a touchdown in that game. So never say never. If you're a Raptors fan, it may look bleak, but you always got hope.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
Well, once again, the Raptors started off with a 14-0 lead. Brentwood answered. And it's been pretty much all Brentwood here in the second half. And now we've got another whistle before the snap.
Here we go.
Now we're ready. 2:05 to go. 2nd down and goal for the Bruins. Granzow, the inside give to Nicholas. He's got a little room and finds the 5-yard line. A nice pickup. As they'll spot the ball inside the 5-yard line. Ball clock continues to run. They'll put it at the 4. 3rd down and goal.
Yeah. So this play clock could take it to about the 1:20 mark. Very close to it.
If Brentwood can punch it in right here, that might do it. 1:29 to go. Here's Granzow up the middle.
Nice
taken down.
tackle.
Couldn't tell who made the tackle,
It looked
but
like 53.
kept the big sophomore out of the end zone. And the Raptors will call their second timeout. 1:22 to go in the ball game. This appears to be well within Tabor Miller's wheelhouse as the ball is spotted on the 2-yard line. So a 19-yard field goal attempt. Could give Brentwood rather the breathing room they need.
Yeah.
With 1:22 to go in the ball game.
Crucial situation here with ball on the 3. You're on the right hash with a right-footed kicker. I mean, that is way right, and you're so close in. You know what? I think they're going to go for it.
Well, Paul Breece.
Now we go back-to-back timeouts. You can't take them with you. Go ahead and use them.
Looking into his crystal ball there and thinking the Bruins are going to
Yeah, they got to go for it.
They're going to roll the bones here.
Absolutely.
At fourth down, fourth and goal from the 3-yard line. I mean, from the 2-yard line.
You don't make it, 97 yards, 1 timeout, minute 20. Of course, the clock's going to stop on the exchange of if they don't convert. So even a pass would be okay in this situation, but the clock's going to automatically stop no matter what happens.
So Coach Ron Crawford in there talking to his boys.
Well, they are going to kick it.
They are going to try the
all that down the
all that speculation down.
Yeah, I know. Very tough angle for the young kicker, Tabor Miller.
Here's Miller. Kick is away, straight and
wow.
true. And again, it flies to the middle lane of the Raptors track. 1:18 to go, and their new score, Brentwood 31, the Raptors 21, and Ravenwood with only a minute 18 to work with.
Well, they say on the replay, the snap, the hold, the kick, it's good. So Ravenwood 1 timeout to try to do business. Again, you go Tabor Miller, get your driver out, kick it in the end zone.
And a couple of those Ravenwood coaches still barking at the referees for that for that personal foul penalty from a little while ago.
Not only did it give the Bruins extra life, it created more it took clock off. And so the game is now shortened for Ravenwood just because the Bruins got to extend the drive. Even though they came up with only 3, made it a two-score game, you know. And the funny thing was, Michael Williams, I think the Bruins were actually walking back like they knew the penalty was on them.
And we were all shocked.
Yeah.
So Miller set to kick it away for the Bruins. A minute 18 to go in the ball game. Brentwood holding a 10-point edge.
Now this one not going to make it.
This one can be returned now. We've seen crazy things happen.
Oh.
And Brentwood stopping the run back inside the 20-yard line. 1:11 to go in the ball game.
It's good special teams by the Bruins right there. I'm sure Coach Crawford would have liked Miller to kick it in the end zone, but you know what? It's even a better result as Raptors are starting at their about the 17. And you see Garcia really, the quarterback, really trying to labor out there to try to get to the huddle.
He's going to feel that ankle this weekend.
Absolutely.
1:11 to go. 10-point edge for the Bruins. Things looking mighty bleak now for the Raptors.
Now, normally he could get out of that situation.
And Garcia will fling that one out of bounds.
Yeah, as you can tell, normally was scrambled, would, again, extend the play by moving to his right or left. And he's just basically a straight drop pack passer on this. I call him the old Brett Favre, not moving a whole lot. But he's got the arm strength to get it out there. Now, if I was the Bruins defense, I'd put a little more pressure on Garcia, knowing that he's not going to run. But they're going to sit back and
so Garcia now with an empty backfield. 1:06 to go, backing up, under pressure, trying to escape, looking for a little breathing room, and he'll get out of bounds and have the first down. Under a minute to go now, 57 seconds. They'll mark the ball just outside the 25-yard line.
That's still going to be short. It's going to be third and
they
short.
do mark him short. I thought they marked him on the other side. They do mark him on the other side of the. Ball is on the other side of the 25-yard line, but about a yard short of the first. 3rd down and 1. 57 seconds remaining now. Garcia, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Back to throw, looking to his left, and will be swarmed under and
sacked by the Bruins.
And Brentwood sniffs that one out, and Garcia is dropped inside the 20. And we'll take another timeout here.
And that's a coverage sack right there, Michael Williams. You can't blame the offensive line at all. I mean, they held on to their blocks as long as they could. Eventually, you know, it's going to collapse. And the coverage, the secondary did a tremendous job giving Garcia no look and no opportunity to get it downfield.
So the Brentwood crowd, they begin filing out of the bleachers. I believe they feel that they've got this one in hand. They're looking to head out to meet their team.
Well, they
They are 46 seconds away from
Yeah.
a huge victory to move to 4-1.
Yeah, you said it, the student section is moving. Just not sure how they're going to get on the field. Those state troopers down there, they got it blocked off pretty well.
Well, the Raptors are down to their very last heartbeat here. 46 seconds to go, 4th and 9. They don't pick up the first here. This one is over with.
Oh,
They do pick
yeah.
up the first, and maybe some more, and maybe a lot more.
No.
That is Drake Anthony. He will take it to the house. Don't go anywhere.
Wow. Unbelievable, Garcia.
I want to say that's Drake Anthony. Can't really tell the number.
Well, let's see, he's 16?
That is 16. That's Andrew Mason.
Andrew Mason, okay.
Andrew Mason will take it to the house on 4th and 9 from deep in their own territory.
That was about a 70-yard touchdown throw.
So the Raptors now, 34 seconds to go in the ball game. They can cut this one to a 3-point edge with the PAT.
Ooh.
And they'll do just that as the referees confer. So we've got a new score, 31-28. Again, don't go anywhere. We have seen crazy, crazy things happen in high school football.
Absolutely. Get your good hands team ready. As we see the replay right here, Garcia up the seam, right on the hashes, and it's Mason putting it into an extra gear as the secondary has no chance for Brentwood. Once he gets even with him, Mason's got another gear, and he is gone to the house. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get interesting.
Andrew Mason on the receptions. Sorry, I didn't call him by the correct name the first time.
And the funny thing is as we showed that wide out shot right there, and you see the empty bleachers over there where the student sections were for Brentwood, I would be careful.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, absolutely.
34 seconds. If the Raptors can recover this onside, then they'll have at least 3 plays to work with.
Absolutely. They just cannot take a sack.
3, maybe even 4 plays to work with.
Let's see who's the lucky contestant here.
And here we go. Kick is away. It goes.
Oh, my! Almost had it.
And that will roll out of bounds off the arm of the Ravenwood player.
Wow.
And so close.
Here we go. We get
Check
a
it
replay.
again.
Oh, it's going to be 20.
Just about. Oh, my goodness.
Got a hand on it. Couldn't keep it in bounds.
So Brentwood can breathe a little sigh of relief now.
Absolutely.
The ball marked at the 49-yard line. 34 seconds to go, and the Bruins can sit on it right here.
And that's the, I believe that's the Ravenwood Brentwood trophy that was just shown. And it looks like the Bruins are going to.
So Granzow will sit on it. 29 seconds to go. I think he has to do it. Does he have to do it one more time?
42nd.
So that should do it. So 19 to go. Brentwood has come into Ravenwood's house and taken one from the undefeated Raptors. 31-28 will be our final score.
And that puts Brentwood in the driver's seat in the region for sure. But it's not over because even though we said it, they're at the halfway point, there's a lot of football left.
We are almost at the halfway point. There's your final score. Brentwood comes into the Ravens' house 31-28 for this WCTV Game of the Week. Brentwood wins this year's Battle of the Woods. For my buddy Paul Breece, I'm Michael Williams. We'll see you next week at Nolensville for the WCTV Game of the Week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. Thanks so much for joining us.